Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. Completion left side to Miller. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Braxton Miller, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry for C.J. Prosise. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing is Wentz. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Dante Hightower on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Long in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here we go now.
On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They go play action. Griffin. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They go play action with Griffin. Dance, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. RG3 with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Wentz will try again on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Wentz now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to compass.
Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Complete. He finds Bray. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Cameron Bray, 49 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench. Finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll run with Procise. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first down, Procise. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On play action, Wentz. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Height, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is RG3. This is caught. Gronkowski. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he will find his man on the outside. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll dump it off to Procise. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
He hits White, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On play action, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dante Hightower in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Cameron Meredith, 39 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Griffin being chased out left. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there. So explosive. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now RG3. Open man left side is Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now Wentz. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit.
Wentz to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result...
It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road